Hey Vita fans, welcome to another edition of the Vitality Weekly News Update. I'm Kyle from the Vita Lounge and I'll be your host today and every Friday until there are no headlines left. Are you ready for some Vita in your veins? 'Cause here we go. Earlier this year we told you about Space Overlords, an upcoming title from Colombian developers 12-Hit Combo. Referred to as a smash fest by the developers, Space Overlords' storyline follows four brothers known as the Overlords who have been incarcerated by the evil Cassidian whilst he slowly destroys the cosmos. Our press release then tells us that the time for the brothers to rise has come, and they will be needed to remove the evil that has plagued the planets for centuries. Releasing next month with cross-buy for £5.99 or $7.99 US, we've been told that the Vita version will unfortunately be single-player only when it hits. That's a bit of a bummer, but hey, maybe the game's awesome anyways, you never know. For those of you who frequent the NIS America site, you may have noticed some news that will have a bit of a blow to our German brothers and sisters. Unfortunately, it seems like the USK, the German Video Game Rating Board, have decided not to give Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors a rating, meaning the title will not be sold or advertised in Germany. The Australian Classification Board came to the same conclusion as well, meaning no Criminal Girls 2 there either. That said, it's still coming west in North America and Europe, minus the aforementioned regions, so you'll hopefully be able to import it if you can't do without. PlayStation Vita firmware version 3.61 is now available via the PlayStation Network and will bring to your system some stability enhancements. The only notable change we've been able to confirm, however, is the blocking of the recently released Henkaku exploit. No other enhancements or changes are apparent at this time, so you can pretty much chalk this up to Sony cleaning up exploits and bugs. According to an announcement by Rami Ismail on Vlambeer's official website, it looks like the PlayStation Vita versions of Luftrausers and Nuclear Throne will finally be getting an update, with the former getting a trophy fix and the latter getting put on par with release 99 for PC. If you've been looking to get back into these ones or simply want them fixed, then you'll hopefully be in luck soon enough. Keep an eye on the Vita Lounge as we'll be sure to update you if and when these patches drop. It looks like you're going to have to wait a bit longer than just August 16th to get your hands on 2064 read-only memories, as a press release just issued by their PR company has informed us that the title is now delayed to what they anticipate to be, quote, mid-late September, end quote. No specific reasons were given for the delay, but a move of that specific magnitude, 4 to 6 weeks, likely signals a bug fix that needs to be approved by Sony's Quality Assurance Department. More details will follow as they become available, but for now we're playing the waiting game again. Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors isn't the only game hitting a refusal to rate wall these days, as a page just put up on the Australian Classification Board's website has confirmed the same fate for Valkyrie Drive Bikuni. If you ask me, it's probably all the groping and climaxing that got it banned, but seeing as how the ratings board isn't very specific on the reason, that's just a guess based on experience. Whatever the specific reason, however, it looks like the land down under, and by extension New Zealand as well, will be devoid of Bikuni. A brand new action RPG has been announced for PlayStation Vita, with Nippon Ichi bringing it to Japan. Set in a time of capitalism, Princess Hakane no Muja, which seems to translate to The Princess is Money Hungry, follows the titular princess as she attempts to take down a demon lord through the magical art of throwing money at the problem. This is complicated by the fact that the princess is frugal, and that her lenders are less than reputable, to say the least. Every element in the game has its basis in the almighty dollar, from the reward upon defeating an enemy, right up to the payment you issue to those in your service. Spending money will also earn you special moves, though details to that effect haven't yet been given. The Princess is Money Hungry is set to release November 24th in Japan, priced at 5,980 yen. Have you heard of Lick Spear? It's an action arcade light spear throwing simulator set in a mythical Germanic space world in AD 3069, and it will be heading to the Vita and PlayStation 4 PC this September. Lick Spear's world is filled with all sorts of creatures like penguin Vikings, worse zombies, and even hipster ice giants, and survival is an art form. Luckily, a champion blessed with an extremely elegant weapon has been summoned to please the gods, and it's down to you to restore order to the universe. By equipping your Lick Spear, think of a lightsaber but one you throw like a javelin, you'll venture across the many lands from Germanic myths, survive in style, and amuse the almighty Licked gods. Our press release tells us that in Lick Spear, you'll experience a mix of arcade action and light spear throwing whilst battling a diverse legion of gargantuan bosses. You'll need to exploit their weaknesses and smash them into pieces. As stated previously, Lick Spear is expected in September. It will be published by Crunching Koalas, the developers behind Mousecraft. While only recently announced for an August 23rd delivery, it looks like vibrant platformer Hugh is getting pushed back, the PlayStation 4 and other high-end platform versions of the title getting the bump to August 30th, while the Vita version slips even farther away than that, into September territory. Here's the tweet from @CurveDigital announcing the delay. Quote, "Hi team, quick bit of news for you. Hugh is now releasing 30th August on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Vita will follow in September, cross-buy." End quote. So there you have it, Vita fans. It looks like we'll be waiting a little longer than both the original announcement and the other platforms for the Vita version of the game, as usual. Alright, so that's all for the news recap this week, which means it's time for a rundown of newly released trailers, the following titles having either a new trailer or new footage released since I last sent some Vitality your way. Akiba's Beat, Berserk, Criminal Girls 2 Party Favors, Fate Extella The Umbral Star, Genkai Toki 7 Pirates, Hatsune Miku Project Diva X, Lick Spear, Sengoku Otome Legend Battle, Space Overlords, Sword Art Online, Hollow Realization, World of Final Fantasy, and more. So those are the standout happenings from the week, and I hope I've caught you up properly. Make sure to check back here next week for another new update of Vitality. Hit up the Vita Lounge for the full stories and all the bits I didn't cover, and of course, have a great week of Vita gaming.